She's leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
Things that do more than just one thing are really valuable things. That's why every Chromebook is thoughtfully designed to do everything you need. So you can boot up as fast as 6 seconds and save fast. So you don't have to worry about computer virus.
Alright, what's going on, guys? I am back from my little mini vacation. Um, so yeah, went from a little mini vacation to for my birthday. So yeah, it was pretty nice. We are actually, I got in a Tesla. I went around all over Texas. It's pretty fun. So let's do this. We got our trading session again on GJ. We're looking at GJ right now. Take it long. I like this idea more than anything else, anything in the charts right now. I think this is the most high probable chart, or at least pair for today, from what I'm seeing. So on the 1 minute, I really don't want to take it long from right over here. I'm actually waiting for it to actually retest the level, because I think I think we're gonna see maybe it fall a little bit lower, probably around toward this level that I have marked up over here. So I wanted to fall around this level, the daily pivot, and then the Asia low, and then as well as, of course, the 200 EMA. So for me, this isn't, you know, there's like a percentage that I may take this if it first breaks to 50, but it's going to be really small risk, because I really think that this thing is going to fall down a little bit more before it, goes all the way up. So we'll see. Maybe it's just slow because of the, sort of the Asian session, of the London session. So we'll take a look at that. But yeah, I like this idea a lot to take along, um, especially with GJ. I have, you know, really good trades with it. So, um, yeah. So right now, from my higher time frame analysis, I've graded like a BAC setup. So, not the most, it's definitely not the best, but the higher time frames are going one direction, which are bullish. So that's something that I like a lot. So yeah, we'll take a look at this. I think GJ is the only high probable pair that I have. I'm also looking at UJ. I had this idea last night, but I actually didn't take it, unfortunately, because I was sleeping. But I had this idea to take it short, and I think I'm gonna swing trade this. Like, this is an idea that I'm probably gonna swing trade, because I like it a lot. Like, there's usually I don't like trading UJ, swing trading it, but or just swing trading in general. But whenever there's like a pair like this, especially on UJ, like I 100% want to fucking take this and make money on this as much as I can, because I'm really confident in this trade. So if you guys remember about last week or 2 weeks ago, I was taking it short from right over here, and I took it short to right over here, um, toward this level right over here. So, and eventually it went all the way up, and it retested the level right over here, retested the a pivot, and as well as I'm pretty sure it tested probably an EMA. Pretty sure. Let's go to the 1 daily. Yeah, it tested the 50 EMA. So I like this idea a lot. Um, if we look at right over here, that it retested it, and now it's going back to that level, the original level that it went off from. So right now it looks like it tried breaking it, then it, a bullish engulfing candle came all the way up. So I'm waiting for it to break below the zone again. Um, but that's a really bearish indication that we could see it fall down even lower, for that continuation, and it will make sense according to the daily chart as well. So the next target will be this level that I have right over here. Um, but it makes sense on the daily. It makes sense. It retests to 50, and now it looks like it's gonna go up. Like, it clearly makes sense if you guys, if I take the drawings out, it goes all the way up, retests to 50, and now it's falling down. The 8 and 21 EMA crosses for a bearish downwards. So it clearly makes sense to short it. And I like it a lot because I feel like this thing is going to fall down even farther than before. So I'm just looking for like a really good entry to take it into, because this is a trade that I've been waiting for quite a while. If we look at the 1 hour again, like I said again, um, with the level that I have over here, that's the level that I've been waiting for it to break. So you know, this could be something really significant, guys. Like, did you guys see this A1 entry right over here? 27R right there, an A1 entry. That's the kind of entry that I want to get into. I know like I'm back, like it's Wednesday and I'm already like, it's my first day back into trading, but I know excuse me, I know how confident I am with this kind of pair, especially this kind of setup that I'm seeing right now. So I like it a lot. Um, so yeah, we'll take a look at it and see what we do. There's no entry for me at all right now. There was a D1 entry, but I failed to take it. If I took it, I will be up around 3R on it. But yeah, it basically bounced from the weekly level and then just went all the way down. Bounced from the daily pivot as well. So I like this trade a lot. So the next level of resistance is right over here. But everything else, I don't like GU. I know GU will technically be something that people will want to trade because of the EMAs and Liquid 50, but Liquid 50 is falling like that. And price action looks like, yeah, it's holding the Asian range, but I think it's going to fall lower today on GU. EG kind of had an idea, but I'm not really trading it. Like I feel like there's going to be a swapping Liquid 50, and then it'll bounce from the daily pivot and 200 EMA. And then let's see, Euro JPY. It's just too choppy for me. EMAs are kind of like shitty. I don't like it. And it's a big Asian range. So I mean, yeah, the idea could go your way, but I don't like it. I want to stick to the high probable pairs. GF, not really interested. EU, it's falling. It's falling liquid 50, so I feel like it's gonna fall down lower today. So I'm not gonna try trading that. So right now it's just basically GJ and UJ at the moment. So we'll see what we do here. We are kind of trying to form like a resistance off this level that I had marked up. Yeah, I wanted to follow a bit lower. I know Austin said he's looking at EU. I just I don't personally don't like EU. Like yeah, like with the swap in liquid 50, I could see this going long today. Once we see it maybe a bounce off the daily pivot or 200 EMA 100%. And I know it's holding the Asian range, but having the liquid 50 falling like that, it's not worth it for me. Especially like getting back into the charts. Yeah, not worth it for me at all. Drinking some coffee right now. Yeah, I don't like GJ right now. It's just it looks really choppy. Like I wanted to fall down a little bit more with a lot of momentum, with a lot of bearish momentum, and then once we bounce off these key levels right over here, these little dynamic and support and resistance zones right over here, this level right over here, with a lot of momentum, then I'll feel more confident to take it long with, because usually whenever there's bearish momentum and it bounces off key levels, significant key levels, in this zone that I have right over here, there's a lot of significant key levels at this zone, 100%. This 139. So, so yeah, once we see a lot of bearish momentum hitting these key levels, there's usually a sign that it could come up with bullish momentum as it came down. So that's where I'll be more confident because I'm more of a, yeah, I like the momentum. The momentum is good. Whenever you see momentum, you can clearly see that the buyers and sellers are taking control. You don't want to literally trade something that's choppy like this. Like right now, if it breaks the 50 with these little candles, like it's not something that I clearly want to trade. I want momentum in these kind of pairs, especially with my first day getting back into the charts. I want something clean. I was looking at Nasdaq. Really kind of a trade right over here. If I took this trade, I probably would have taken it long. Probably with a quick scalp from right over here, to be honest. But not enough risk to reward to my liking, like about 0.8 R. So it is what it is. I feel like we're still gonna retest. I'm looking for a retest. Um, on Nasdaq, I'll take it long once I see a retest. So out of this level that we see here, I wanted to retest around this section. Typically, maybe the 800 EMA. I would like it for it to retest the 800 EMA, but I want to, really significant retest, higher low retest before I ever consider taking it long, and at least some confirmation of the liquid 50 being the buy zone, 50-minute RSI being through TL, whatever. So, so yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at on Nasdaq. I think we're gonna see that retest today. We'll see. Just because, like, you know, it looks like it's kind of ranging at the moment from right over here. It's been kind of ranging. So I feel like, there's a lot of indecision right now. So I think the sellers are going to try kicking in, breaking out of this kind of like consolidation zone, and it'll, come a little bit lower. But still respect the divergence and, the bullish structure. But yeah, that's just an idea. Hey, thank you, Jerome. Jack, EJ, brother, why'd you trade EJ? It's not like, look at the EMAs. Like the EMAs are clearly like retarded. It's a big Asian range, and I could see it you taking a long ride over here, but you have to look at the EMAs. Like, yeah, the liquid 50 looks really enticing. Don't get me wrong, but the EMAs are shit. It's not really clean. Like if you look at GJ compared to EJ, you can clearly tell like the EMAs are literally in order right there, and it's following again, like I'm saying. But in the liquid 50 is like this. In the higher time frames, I graded it with my there you go. See that? That's exactly what I was waiting for. But for like, the higher time frame analysis, like I do my own kind of system that I graded on. 1 hour higher time frame bullish B minus because of swapping liquid 50 on the 1 hour. It's just it's more clean. I think GJ is the most probable pair today, 100%. So you just have to look at the most high probable pairs for the day, Jack. Don't trade just the D1 just because you see it. The point of our system is trading the most high probable pairs. That's all. Like EJ is shit, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like the EMAs are shit. The Asian range is just like it's not enticing. There, as you know, from this bounce over here, the TL was literally just falling straight forward. So the RSI, I don't know where you took it, but the RSI never went through TL or never looked like it went through TL. So it literally just fell down as well as the TL. So if you took a long ride over here, yeah, it goes through TL and then it bounces again. Just look at the higher time frames real quick. I mean, just like the 1 hour, like EMAs are bullish, but you know, just from there, just compared to GJ, that the 1 hour is much better in GJ than EGA, 100%. So this would be kind of a C grade on 1 hour. 4 hour, it's probably a little bit bullish. Yeah, 4 hours bullish, which I can respect. But look at the 8 and 21 EMA, Jack. From the beginning of the session, the 8 and 21 EMA, it crossed below. So the red EMA, the 21 EMA is above. So that's a bearish indication. So don't whenever you're looking at the higher time frames, make sure that you know the 8 and 21 EMA are crossing for like this. Let's see you're taking along from this candle. Make sure it crosses like that. That's clearly something that you wanna, you know, it's a bullish indication. So on the 4 hour, the 8 and 21 EMA are bearish. They're not bullish. So that's something that would be a hit that I would look out for. If we look at the 1 daily, it's probably really bullish at the moment. Yeah, EMAs are bullish. Liquid 50 as well. So only on the 1 daily would I, not even on the 1 day, like Liquid 50 is there, but the EMAs could be a little bit better. The short-term EMAs are 100% bullish, as you can see here, but the 800 EMA is still below, so that's still going to be a hit for me. So like compared to EJ to GJ, like it's GJ is much better in my opinion. You know, you gotta look at the higher time frame to see what they're saying, because especially on the 4 hour when the 8 and 21 EMA cross like that, that's a sign that we could see it fall lower today, especially on the 1 hour. Maybe if the 8 and 21 EMA crosses on the 1 daily, it's not an intraday kind of a short trend where it will be bearish all the time. But usually what you want to see is on the 4 hour and 1 hour what the 8 and 21 EMA are doing, because that's probably going to take it into effect of the day of what, you know, price action is going to do for the intraday charts. But yeah, it's falling a little bit lower to this key level like I was talking about. UJ is still falling. I really like this idea. Man, I should have traded this. I really like this idea. Like I'm really like whenever I'm swing trading, like I don't like swing trading a lot, but this is one of the swing trades where I'm really freaking confident. Like I'm 80% sure that that this trade will go my way. I would like I'm as confident as I took that. I'm like as confident as I took that EJ, that EU trade a couple of months ago. But I really like this trade idea. So I'm just gonna have to wait for an actual entry, maybe today or tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll see a bounce off the low right over here, the Asia low right over here. So we'll see. But I really like this idea to take it long, to take it short. I just want a really clean entry. We're looking to break off this zone that we have right over here. So we'll see what it does on that. Oh crap. Yeah, I got you guys. With like, there's like a fundamental news that happened there. I just personally think like, you know, especially on a Wednesday, um, it's just important to look for the most high probable pairs. You know, because like, to be honest, like I've made money on so much really random fucking trades, like D1 trades, D2 trades. Don't get me wrong, you can make money consistently. But I found that from like you know, for me losing a lot of money in the beginning whenever I traded it with Ace Effect, when I first started trading with Ace Effects, that, you know, the key to becoming like literally profitable consistently is literally sticking to the high probable setups all the time. And I think like a lot of traders jump into like these kind of trades where like it's enticing, don't get me wrong, like from what the courses teaches you, you look at the EMAs and you look at the liquid 50. And that's what you usually look at. And it's a kind of a swapping liquid 50 in my opinion. Like you can clearly see that it kind of like snaked into the sell zone and snaked into the buy zone again from right over here. So technically it is a swapping liquid 50. So I would have probably taken an account into that, into you guys' like hits. But yeah, it's just again like it's just you have to stick to the high probable setups. You know, if you don't see something that you are looking for, like clean high probable setups, so don't take it. You know, because especially you, Jack. I know you're gonna be trading a really big account soon. So I want you to stick to the high probable trades. You know, it's just I know you were making money consistently last month. You know, doing the same thing, but at the same time, there's a the market changes a lot. So whenever the market's hot, you can get away literally making money at C setups, shitty C setups. But whenever the market's choppy, like it's been this month, you got to be more careful and picky. So for me personally, I just try sticking to the most high probable setups all the time. If I don't see what I'm looking for, then I won't trade it. What the fuck? Yeah, see this momentum like I was talking about. That's why I thought it was gonna fall lower today, because you can clearly see from right over here these small candles that's telling me some indecision right over here. And so like on GJ, like yeah, it was holding the 200 EMA right over here, but it's just whenever you see these big candles right over here, you're clearly gonna see a continuation of that momentum as well on the 50-minute. So that's what I was waiting for. I was gonna wait for it to fall lower. So right now, this is more enticing for me to take 100%. So I'm gonna, see what we do here. Yeah, we did break the Asia low from here, but I feel like we're gonna see some kind of momentum bounce from here. So we'll see. I want to see what we do toward this key level, and then we'll see if the momentum kicks in toward our side. Yeah, UJ is falling as well. About 3R. Yeah, this is a really good trade. Too bad that I didn't actually like take it. Cause I was watching this last night, but the trade idea went my way whenever I was sleeping. 821 EMA cross from right over here. Yeah, that happens in Forex, where it literally just falls down for no reason. It's annoying. Don't get me wrong. I know I had like about what is it like 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, that Euro NZD trade and that EU trade, basically where me and Barry got stopped out so quickly because it fell down really hard. It happens a lot. Yeah, this is more enticing now to trade, to take it long. So we'll see what we do here. If it breaks this key level, then I don't know. We may just literally scratch the idea. Yeah, it'll have to slow down a lot before it actually tries to form divergence. Let me drink my coffee. yeah, to be honest, that's my only idea for today. I don't really want to trade anything else because there's nothing good out here. I know I was looking at Nasdaq, so I might trade this if it presents the proper setup. Man, that Tesla was awesome, guys. Not gonna lie, like I think I'm gonna buy a Tesla, a Model 3 Tesla, at the end of this year, most likely, because I'm in love with it so much. Like, it's such a good car. Like, it's gonna save me so much on gas, and it's just a clean car. It's a really clean car, so I'm so in love with it. Instead of me like trying to buy like a new car, something else, I think I'm just gonna try getting a Tesla. I was planning on getting a Tesla maybe before I'm 20, but I think I'm just gonna get one, maybe like a Model 3 before then, before I move out again. So should be fun. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm so in love with it. Literally, like the self-driving part was like amazing. I've never experienced it in my life. I was driving the Model S, like that was like the cleanest, most luxurious car, the 2020 model. Man, that was so clean and so fast. Literally, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was fucking speeding so hard. Like, it's so hard to not to speed on that thing. And it goes like 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds. Looks like we're trying to fall down right now. But I don't like this at the moment. We could see it fall down. So I do have to be a little bit careful with that. So we got 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So especially on the 15-minute, like what I'm seeing on the 15-minute, yeah, it could bounce from this level right up here and then go all the way up. But seeing that much rejection is kind of giving me a little bit worry. A little bit worried trying to take it long, because it shows me that at that level there's a clear indication that sellers are wanting to take control. So it could break the 50 and then just adds a D2 idea and go all the way down. Which, to be honest, I'll be more inclined to take it short. Even though I tried trading D2s. Whenever I'm trading D2s on indices, I'm much more confident in it just because of the momentum that I'm able to get. Even though Liquid 50 is really bullish or whatever, if there's momentum, like, I'll take it. And there's a lot of room to take it down to the downside. Because what I see in it, like either it bounces from this level or breaks the 50 with momentum. Like I wouldn't try taking a long. There's a lot of bearish momentum. There's no slowing it. There's nothing slowing it down. So it breaks the 50. Probably maybe I don't think it's gonna retest because there's probably gonna be a lot of momentum if it breaks the 50 with that like really fast. And then probably fall down toward the daily pivot or 200 EMA. It probably will bounce off the daily pivot and then go toward the maybe the 200 EMA. But just an idea. Just by experience with indices, even though like it's just like maybe just a few hits, whenever the market opens there's probably going to be more kind of indecision as well, because yeah, on the higher time frame it's long bias or whatever, but I feel like maybe pre-market hours before market opens within like 3 hours it could drop, but we'll see. My FSM shares are still a little bit down at the moment. It's quite unfortunate, but we're seeing some momentum right over here, so hopefully we'll see some kind of push all the way up. Silver is up about 0.60%. Hopefully we rise up to the high again. We got gold here. Kind of a D1 idea that I had over here. Looks like it's going up again. 1987. Maybe if I take it off to 50, maybe I can take a quick scalp to 1R. We'll see. GJ is still falling. Interesting. This is really interesting. So typically whenever you see it fall like this, especially during London session to max ADR, I think we could see a push all the way up again. This is why I think so. The 800 and ADR are really close together, which are two significant levels that I like, as well as there's still a lot of room before it starts swapping, about maybe like 5 points or side points, but there's still a lot of room before it turns into like technically a swapping liquid 50, and there's still a lot of momentum coming in, hitting it off right now, which it's something I like because if there's a lot of momentum, that means we'll reach ADR before the swap, before the because the liquid 50 is basically a moving average, a long-term moving average. So if price action falls really hard and then holds this level, and then with the momentum it kicks back in toward taking it long, I'll be inclined to take it. Even though like I rarely trade high ADR to low ADR. I've had enough experience with trading it to ADR that whenever I see something like this, there's a probability, there's about a 60% probability that it'll just bounce and continue going up, because the EMAs are bullish, liquid 50 is still in a buy zone, and then as well as the higher time frames are speaking for themselves. So right now this giant push could just be something that the sellers are kicking it in really hard. So and it's gonna be oversold soon. So about it's gonna get oversold within the next couple of minutes. Next probably 10 minutes, I'll say. We'll see some the RSI oversold. So oversold as well as off the ADR and probably the 800 EMA. And then off the low of ADR. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm not gonna try like forecasting it and try trading it like that, but I'm just basically trying to come out with ideas of what it could do. UJ is still pushing down, so this idea is like 4R right now. But it's really interesting to see this giant push before like literally like what is it, like it's 5:35 a.m. my time. So before 6 a.m. that's really rare. So that's why like we still have some hours until the Asian session. For the London session and the New York session to open. So that's why I feel like this thing has still a lot of momentum to possibly kick it all the way up. But we'll see, we'll see. Oh yeah, Tesla has like such amazing fucking technology. Like I'm so like literally shocked by it. It's crazy. Literally like I don't know. I don't even know if I should tell you guys this. Because I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. But literally like the autopilot is so fucking clean that I fucking fell asleep on the wheel. Like it wasn't like an hour or two. It was like 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes. Like probably like 20 minutes. I fell asleep. But it was just the autopilot was so fucking clean that it just literally drove without, you know, anything at all. So it was fucking amazing. But definitely don't recommend anyone doing that. Like that's dangerous. But it's just it's such a really fucking amazing car. Kind of low significant level here. Typically, what you guys see is, there's gonna be levels off, the previous pivots, previous like, resistance and support levels. So this is kind of like, I guess a significant level because we're seeing it bounce from here. It bounces from this level, bounces from this level right over here, rejects this level, and then goes away from it. So this could be a kind of a significant level. I'm taking my entry right over here, to be honest. Probably waiting for the liquid 50 to get back in the sell zone. this stupid markup. Looks like we're down to the low of ADR finally. So we're gonna wait for some divergence. It's oversold on the 15-minute. Ooh. We'll see what we do here. I like how the RSI is what it's doing right now. Basically, it's losing momentum right now on the relative strength index, which is a good sign. So we'll see here. I like this idea now a little bit more better. Looks like we didn't fall lower on NASDAQ. So I'm officially out. Now I'm only looking at GJ right now. Guys, wait on that UJ trade, guys. I feel it that, you know, I'm 19 right now, so just turned 19. But I feel like a big trade's coming soon. Really fucking big trade's gonna come soon for me. And I think UJ, I don't know. My spreads on UJ are literally less than 0.5 pips. Sometimes literally 0.1 pips sometimes. So I don't know. I smell a good trade on UJ soon. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't been this confident in a trade in a long time. I don't know if that's, that could be a bad thing, but from my experience, like I like UJ a lot for what it's doing on the higher time frames and as well as the intraday time frames. Also, like the video, guys, like the live stream, please. Help me with the the YouTube algorithm. Mean a lot to me. No divergence yet. So I'm in a process of trying to create a new system, and it has to do kind of an idea from right over here. It's oversold. It's off the ADR. It's off the 800 EMA. So the system isn't based off diversion. It's based off key levels and you know volatile market conditions. So very rarely will I find kind of an entry like this because it has to be in the right market condition. So we'll see how this turns out. But I know Austin traded this back in April, kind of a system like this whenever the market was really volatile. It's really interesting to see because it's just basically off like the right levels. I think we'll probably stay flat today, to be honest. We'll see how this idea pops up. Big bar right there. I want to see what the R side does here. Kind of makes an insignificant higher low. I kind of like where it's showing at me right over here. Yeah, this wouldn't be called divergence here. But I think with the momentum pushing it down, I think we'll see the same momentum pushing it all the way up. So for this kind of entry, I would probably kind of it's rejecting off the significant level as well. I may take this only if I see the right confluence on it. It bounces from the oversold level right over here. I don't really like how the 50 and the 200 are in the way, to be quite frank honest, especially that daily pivot. But it makes sense. This idea makes sense to me. So if I do take it, it's probably going to be really small risk because I'm not trying to lose today. I'm probably going to treat it like, treat it really freaking fast. So, if I see momentum kicking back in, I may just, get in and really quickly and lock my stop into profit. But it makes sense to me. It's off, a significant level. It's off the 800 ADR. Technically, it's not oversold, but it did reach oversold on that level. So I want to see what we do here. UJ is doing the same thing as well. Again, this is not a D1 trade or D2 trade. It's not any of the ASFX systems. I do want to see how this thing goes by. It's kind of choppy. But I think today, to be honest, to be quite frank honest, that we're gonna see a push on GJ. At least some kind of push today. Either that being London session or New York session. Looks like we're trying to consolidate as well from right here. Yeah. We got some bullish divergence on UJ. Yeah, it's really choppy, but I think we'll see momentum on the open of the New York session. I think this thing has momentum to push all the way up. To be honest, at least toward the high. So it could be whenever you guys do this markup, it could be a high of ADR to low of ADR to high of ADR markup. I've seen a lot of those happen back in April where it goes up to ADR, the high of ADR, falls down all the way down to the low of ADR because of London session momentum and the sellers kicking it in, and then pushing it all the way up to the high of ADR again at the end of the day. I've seen that happen a lot, and it's been in this kind of same scenario where it's bullish on the higher time frames. It's really bullish. So technically, you can try taking a long right over here, taking it short, and then taking it long. So. But again, I'm not trying to predict. I'm just telling you guys my experience with these kind of setups that I've seen it. Looks like it's falling again. Maybe it'll make a higher low on the 1 minute. We'll see. But again, I'm not trading anything like this right now. If I took this trade, I want to see way more confluence on it. I want like the 50-minute RSI to go through TL, and proper structured building on the 1 minute before I ever consider taking it. But now that it's pushing up, we could see divergence filling in. So turning into like one of those oversold and off significant level ideas. Not divergence, it's not a D1 trade, it's kind of like, trading it off market conditions, kind of a system. But now that we're seeing, price falling right now, price is rising. I mean, RSI is rising from right over here. So now we have some kind of divergence on it, finally. So that's kind of interesting to see. So we'll see what we do off this level. I feel like it'll still fall a little bit lower. I think the RSI right now, I think it's too kind of overextended. I think it still needs to fall down a little bit lower and touch maybe the body it's up touching the 800 EMA, which is doing right now. So we'll see what we do here. Ideally now it's oversold, so maybe closing the 50-minute candle closing below the 800 EMA, and then the RSI closing below the oversold level. That would be even more, a little bit more confluence on it. But I wanna see some kind of clean level, like diversion level. So we'll see what we do here. Maybe on my next trip, I'll go down to Florida, see Austin. Maybe get the Tesla again and drive it all the way to Florida, because that would be lit. But it's probably gonna have to wait until probably next year. We'll see, because I do have a lot of plans for this year, for the next couple of months. It's gonna be pretty exciting. It's kind of interesting to see. We got what is it? 11 minutes until the next candle. So having kind of like a doji candle, if the 50-minute close is like a doji candle, that's a good sign that we're seeing some kind of stop on the bearish momentum. So we could see maybe a reversal coming in. and as well as there's bullish divergence on it. So we'll see on the next 11 1 minute candles and see what we do here. Hey, look, Nasdaq is falling. Oh, it's falling hard. To be honest, I'm okay with taking two kind of trades. I've been feeling so confident with Nasdaq. Literally, like, I've been trading it for such a long time that the confidence in Nasdaq, even though I trade kind of a different system with the Nasdaq, it's not kind of like the D1 trade. It's a little bit more different than that because it's more of a scalping method. I've just been really confident with it. Like literally last month, I made more money trading Nasdaq than Forex. But I don't think I will look for an entry right now or anytime soon on the Nasdaq. Looks like GJ is falling. I still think it still has room to fall a little bit lower, to be honest. So we'll see. But the thing is, I don't really want it to be too overextended, because then it shows me that I really don't want to like trade it off. Like the 800 EMA is going to be in the way, and then as well as ADR. So this is just an idea. Just looking at the RSI, like I know it's gonna fall a little bit more. We're at the what is it? What pivot? The support 1 pivot right here. Oof. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really too inclined to trade it. Cause like typically a really good low ADR, like a good high to low to high ADR trade will be it bounces off that level right there, off the ADR level, because now the ADR level will be support now. People don't often think it's support, but it is support. It's a support and resistance. So this would be a support, and then as well as the 800 EMA is in the way. And now we're seeing like kind of like swapping liquid 50. So for me, the probabilities are a little bit lower now. Like not even a little bit, but lower for sure. So for me, I'm a little bit less inclined to take it now. A little bit more inclined actually, because like the probabilities on this trade just fell through the roof. But it could have still some potential for for it to go long. But at the moment, UJ is falling down. So I think this is the best idea that I generated last night. We're at like almost what, like 5R. But I'm trying to see if there's going to be a bounce off this level, because I am interested in trying to find an entry on this trade. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. What I'm currently looking for. I want it to fall a little bit lower, Nasdaq, before I ever trying to consider it taking it long. But yeah, I don't know. We could see it bounce again on GJ, but I think for me, I don't really like it, just because whenever it's like what, like almost 20 pips away from ADR, it's just the probabilities of that is really low. And this is the ADR will be support. The 800 EMA is in the way. The significant level that I have right over here is in the way. The pivot's in the way. The 250, and it's about to be a swapping liquid 50 in the next couple of probably like 30 minutes to 35 minutes. The idea may again, the idea may go like up. Don't get me wrong, like GJ may go up by the end of the day, and I still think it could. But like I said again, like I was talking about, it's all about the high probability, like generating high probable pairs and high probable trade setups. And so for me, you know, it's not really high probable anymore. So I'm not even gonna try bothering in to trade it, because especially for me getting back my first day getting back to the charts, I don't want to get stuck into a shitty setup. So um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Nasdaq, on the other hand, we could see it push down. So we'll see what we do here. Could be kind of a D2 trade. We see that momentum kicking back in. I wouldn't really be too bothered taking this short, but that's an idea for another different time. Um, we'll see what we do here. I'm interested to see if we respect the diversion level, because that is a lot of momentum kicking back in. We saw a consolidation right over here, and now we're seeing a breakout happening. This shift happens over here on the 15-minute. Question is it going to bounce or is it going to push up? The divergence is already broken, so that's something that keep aware of. So I don't know. I'm more inclined taking it short, to be quite frank, honest, than anything else. To be quite frankly honest, because the momentum is clearly there. So maybe we'll see a retest again on the 50. But we'll see. Let me just take like a quick scalp on it later on the day. You said Euro USD. I don't know. It just looks really choppy to me. So Austin is trying to take it short, which like it doesn't make any sense to me. Because the higher time frames are so bullish, so you can fight the higher time frames. So I don't know. Like I personally don't even want to trade it because the liquid 50 is kind of falling. It's been falling from right over here. So not really inclined even trying to trade this at all. It's just choppy right now. It's been chopping inside the Asian range, and it's too choppy. Like if there's an if an A1 presents on the 15 minute, I think it'll just chop itself out, stop you out. The there's like a D1 on the 1 minute. It's really choppy, so it's probably gonna stop you out as well. There is divergence here from the Asia low, but I think the choppiness today and falling liquid 50 will tell me to stay out, especially like for me, because it's my first day coming back to the chart, so you know, it's gonna stick to my plan and just not even try looking or trading this at all. But it makes sense, if you look at a structure point, you know, breaks the 50 higher high. Could see a retest again. Who knows? Yeah, I think we're gonna fall today on Nasdaq. I'm confident with the level that we're staying at, so I took it short. Small risk, about 0.10%. So if I lose on it, I just lose 0.10. So I'm fine with that loss, especially today, getting back into the markets. But I'm confident in the level that it's at right now. Especially there's divergence, more divergence on like the higher time on the 15 minute. This is a good song.
just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back.
If you're trading on a 15 minute, it's gonna be more of a long-term trade. To be honest, I feel like I don't think it's gonna go down short like within the next couple of hour or so. But I'm really confident at the level where it's at, so that's why I took that trade. We're basically at the new highs too. Yeah. So kind of a riskier kind of a D2 idea. Of course, don't get me wrong. But I feel like today on the momentum push, it's gonna go lower today. Probably see a bounce off the 200 EMA. But I like the idea. That's why I took it at 0.10% risk. But again, whenever you're taking it short, you have to be careful that stocks are fucking manipulative. Like the Fed are just buying stocks and stocks and stocks, so it's not gonna react in the same way that Forex does. That's why I have the system where I scalp it. I'm not trying to swing trade it much because there's so much indecision, especially whenever the market opens. People are crazy if they trade whenever the market opens. I'm telling you guys, I've seen it gap up literally fucking like 2%, 3%, which in Nasdaq that's a lot, or gap down 2 or 3%. It's fucking incredible. Or just seeing these insane, psychotic volatile swings on like the Nasdaq, where it just does not make any sense. It'll literally go up like 1%, 2%. So it's really dangerous. You really have to be careful with that. So that's why, I try to lock my stop into profit as much as I can and get mostly out. But for this trade, I'm okay losing it, just because it's, I took it at such a small risk at 0.10%. But anyways, so I think that's pretty much it for the stream, guys. Just little small trade on the Nasdaq. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know how it goes during my Instagram stories. GJ, we could potentially see it go up today. I don't know. You guys may be wondering, so you'll take a D2 on the Nasdaq, which is really low probable, but you won't take a D2 on, like a trade on GJ taking it long. Yeah, because I'm not really confident in GJ right now. It could, I can see it 100% pushing it all the way up 100%. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. The higher time frames and what is looking on the intraday chart and as well as the higher time frame charts or whatever, it looks obviously long bias to me. So it for sure could literally go all the way up. But for me, it's trading the most high probable trades. And even though Nasdaq is really low probable kind of a trade, it's more of an edge. I have a bigger edge on Nasdaq, trading Nasdaq, than Forex, just because of my experience on the Nasdaq and how I know how it reacts to certain things. So I have my own edge in Nasdaq, where I'm more confident in taking Nasdaq trades than I am with Forex trades, like really low probable Forex trades. And with Nasdaq, it's not like I'm risking like 1% or something like that. I may add in once we see confirmation, but right now I took this entry off at 0.10%, so really really small risk. Like basically it's chump money for me, so I'm okay with losing that much. But I feel like GJ, it could potentially see it go all the way up for sure. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know on this idea on the Instagram stories as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the stream. Nasdaq, GJ, that's basically all I'm looking at. Yeah, really good stream to start off, the week. I guess for me, since I'm back. It was a really good vacation. I definitely, rested a lot, and I'm ready for the grind. I'm ready to, you know, get back in the charts, get back on that grind and whatever. So, yeah, really awesome fucking stream, guys. Get ready for some content on my Instagram and on my YouTube. It's gonna be really freaking awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Also, if you guys message me on Instagram if you guys are still kind of interested in the coaching package. I know it's automatically out, like I already removed it from the system itself. But if you guys are still interested on the flash sale, which is like 50% off, then just direct message me. I'll try to extend it for some people, but only for like a couple, because everything's a little bit maxed out at the moment. But yeah, let me know if you guys are interested or whatever. Flash sale, like it's already gone, but I can extend it for some people who are really interested in that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys like the stream. Leave a like if you guys like it. Leave a comment or whatever. And yeah, I'll see you guys Thursday, 5 a.m. CST. Let's get this started.